grow and enhance your grow with Matt Kush. Feel the power from the leaves and the lush. Every harvest brings a different kind of rush. Let it grow and enhance your grow with Matt Kush.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Glad having you here today for another episode of the Strain Growing Journey. YouTube, this video is for educational and documentary purposes only and follows the YouTube community guidelines. Today we're gonna take a look at our last indoor grow of the year. As you know, summer kicks in and I don't grow in the summertime indoor. I'm only doing it outdoor. This is more efficient for me, it's energy saving and I don't need to take too much care on day and night times cause Mother Nature will regulate all of that for me without that I do anything and spend any cent on electricity. In the last run of this year's indoor grow we have the papaya cookies, the guava auto, the CBD auto, as well the apple strudel, all genetics from one breeder which is very well known. I had some of the beans left, that's why I dropped them. Normally I don't like to grow automatics indoor as the complexity and depth of the flavor profile is in automatics not as good as in photoperiodics. That's what I found out over years. And I stick on my conclusion as many others do. If you know any auto which performs like a photoperiodic, let me know.
So guys, it's time to make an update on our last indoor run for this year. I hope you remember the plants. We have in the run over here papaya cookies, as well the apple strudel auto, the CBD auto and guava auto. Yes. So these 4 plants are behind us, so we're gonna check out now how they are performing. Let's check on the plants now, what they are doing.
Comparing all the plants with each other, the apple strudel is by far the biggest one in the run and the only one which is really convincing me in terms of its height and its size. The rest is a bit smaller, but for the apple strudel I'm really impressed how big she got and also about the density of the nuts. It packs up a lot. I also think the bud booster we add in is doing a good job and giving the buds what they need so they can form up better than without. The guava auto is creating small buds, not too big ones, but it's looking good so far. Cannot complain about how it looks, it's getting frosty, but the bud size is compared to the apple strudel and the CBD auto way smaller. Also, our papaya cookies auto creates incredible big buds. Unfortunately, the plant itself is very small. I would even say it's a tiny plant. And on top of that, I overdid it a bit with the bloom booster and the bloom fertilizer, so she received a bit too much and that caused some leaf burn. I got it under control because I reduced the feeding on her. That helped a lot. Because the other plants are way taller and they can accept the amount what I'm feeding, but as the papaya cookies is so small, she can't handle it. Here on the apple strudel, you might have realized that the tip is completely burned. She was way too close to the light source. I guess it was only 5 to 7 centimeter and the light intensity was simply too high for her to handle. But we realized that and we changed it and that helped to prevent more damages on the plant. One thing we definitely got to take care of is the papaya cookies small growing pattern. As the bud size is quite enormous, we have to take care that we will not get mold in it, because when a bud becomes so packed and so dense, then mold can appear. And to avoid that, we have to check on our relative humidity and keep the fan running to avoid moisture pockets. I don't fear that problem on the apple strudel or the other plants. It's only the papaya cookies, cause the other plants they stretched way more and the buds are not so compact and dense to each other. Cause for the papaya cookies, the density is incredible. We really have to take care that no mold will appear. I think locating the fan a little bit lower than before and having a second one, as you can see, In the backside of the tent on the ground there is an oscillating fan blowing towards every direction, and it brings some airflow underneath the canopy. Our smallest plant in the run is surprisingly also the one which is way more mature than all the rest of the plants. She will also be the one coming down first. I think it will take another 3 weeks till I'm able to get her down. For now, she's doing good. I'm only a bit concerned about this density of the buds. As you might see, these two main coolers which are building up, they are very dense, and I hope the airflow is enough to not bump into problems. Taking that into account, my observation have to become even more precisely and way more often, because I really fear that this could later become a problem if we don't take care. The apple strudel instead is doing great, the bud size is increasing, and the performance is quite good. Cannot complain. The same for the CBD Auto, she's also showing significant signs of getting mature, but it will also take another 4 weeks till we are able to bring her down.
Oh, that's the update for today. We will take a look at them tomorrow again. Till then, we let them do what they can do best, which is growing.
Ooh, there's a strong scent coming out of this tent. Wow. Look at that, guys. I think our apple strudel is performing incredible. She is doing very good. Fantastic. Also, our CBD Auto is looking good. And the Guava Auto is packing up. I was a bit afraid that it will be a very small one, but it picks up quite a lot. Look at that. And let's check on the last one, the Papaya Cookies Auto, which is the small one in the back over here. I think she's soon ready. She got a little bit too much feedings, but we can regulate. Very good.
Let's check out the plants another 3 days later. They still doing good. They packed up even more bud mass. Our apple strudel shows signs of getting ready. I think maybe another 1 or 2 weeks and she will be ready. Also, the CBD Auto shows it's time to get her down. And that's what we're gonna do next. But first, we have to check if they are really mature. Well, on the CBD one, it doesn't matter too much, but for the other ones, it matters. And looking here at the Guava Auto, which is now a really frosty plant, it really packed up quite incredible. And I'm looking forward to have a very guava-like flavor profile later. But let's see, you never know, you will just find that out when the plant is ready, when you did the right drying and also the right curing, because drying and curing can do a lot of changes to your profile if you don't do it right. And unfortunately, as you might have seen, the papaya cookies lost the bud. Well, I had to cut it out from the place where it was located because it started to get moldy. And before the mold can spread all over the bud, I selected the method to take it out. You can still see there is some mold on this bud. So that means I also have to cut this bud here because it will otherwise contaminate the rest of the plants. You have to be careful because the spores of the mold can easily spread all over the canopy and can also affect other plants much easier. So take care, wear gloves and disinfect your scissor after you have trained or after you have cured the plant, however you want to call it. I hope we will not get more bud rot. I hope that was all. So I have to keep track on that now very carefully. I have to check the plant every day very carefully, because if it starts rotting again and I don't detect it early on, I will lose even more of my yield. And what I'm losing already is maybe 15% of the plant, as it's a very tiny compact plant and not really a big yielder. 15% is quite a lot of the all over yield I can expect from it. Honestly speaking, I'm really not sure how this was happening, because the relative humidity fits, it's on 38%. I have a fan on the ground, I have a fan over the canopy. I really don't know why this plant got mold. Temperature is right, relative humidity is right, and we have airflow. So well, I can only consider the bud was just too dense. When I looked at the plant a day later, you can also see that there is still some mold left. So I will probably cut the entire branch to not risk any infection on the rest of the plant. By the way, do you know why the bud became moldy? I mean, if temperature and humidity and airflow is given, why it became moldy? Was it too dense, or is there any other thing I forgot to take care of? If you know that, please let me know in the comment section. It will help me to improve if you have an answer for me. Currently the soil moisture level is on 15.5%. I start watering when it is around 12%. Actually, I don't need to do the watering. The watering is done by the irrigation system automatically, and it will feed when the plant is showing 12% in the medium, and this will trigger the impulse to give water to the plant by the irrigation system. Overall, I'm quite happy with the plants at the moment. The apple strudel still have this one burnt leaf from too much light stress. The rest is okay, because I immediately reacted. This is one thing I can only recommend. Whenever you see something, don't wait. Just don't ignore it and immediately react. It will cause you problems if you don't do so, and you can prevent all of that by early action. And early signs of problems can also mean that you have to dial in parameters differently than before, and as sooner you do the change, as more your plants will benefit from it.
Hey guys, another 2 days later, and I added in bud booster because I have seen the development of the buds was not the way they should develop. But now, with the booster, I think we are getting closer to that aim. Check on that. The apple strudel. Significantly bigger buds now after adding in the bud booster. Also our CBD Auto is performing. And believe it or not, Guava Auto also picks up on budness. Also the frost is coming in. And the Papaya Cookies Auto, well, 2-3 big buds, not more, but growing. By the way guys, this is the stuff we added in, and that makes a difference. So I'm mixing here organic fertilization with mineral fertilization. Yeah, so far the garden looks okay. Let's check on them tomorrow. I will not feed them now. Feeding will come also tomorrow, because there is still enough moisture in our grow space. Check the moisture level, it's still on 11%. That's good enough.
Here again, 4 days later, now we are really close to the final finishing date. Every day a little bit more mess is packed on. Every day a little bit more glaze, a little bit more frost is coming up on the buds.
Good morning, guys. It's time to check on the plants. We're gonna take a look at them. We are now in week 4 of flower, I guess. Or maybe it's week 5. No, it's week 5 of flower. So let's check on them. Oof. As I mentioned already on my last checkup, they are not 100% convincing me. I mean, the apple strudel, which is that one over here, the biggest one, she is looking good. She is doing a great job. She is also developing. So let's see how this will end up when it's ready. Maybe the buds will become a bit bigger and denser, but I don't expect too many wonders. Maybe the smaller ones over here will become way bigger, but here I don't expect too much growth happening on that one.
There we are, guys, week 7 of flower. We are very close to the finishing line. You can see that significant changes had happened. Plants show that they are really mature. Button has packed up a bit more. And surprisingly, our guava auto also packed up quite incredible, and she became super frosty. So I expect that we can later have maybe also good yielder if we wanna do some additional processes on the plant or use the plant for some other stuff like extractions. Well, let's see what we do with it when it's ready. For now, she looks good and she surprised me as she is bigger and better than I expected before. Our papaya cookies is also close to be ready. And I guess in another 2 weeks, it's time that we can bring her down. The bud rot we had, I got under control. None of the other buds got infected, so we keep them running and can later enjoy the fruit of our work. And by early on cutting the molded parts out, very generous, that we lose more yield than necessary. So guys, we are by the end of this episode. I hope you like what you have seen. If so, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And I hope to see you very soon again on the channel for another episode of the strain growing journey or any other adventure you wanna follow me. Thank you very much for watching. Much love to all of you guys.